Hey guys, Serge Berger here. I'm on the road today. Just got off an airplane, waiting here for 3 hours, and then going on to another airplane. Funny thing just happened. I just sat next to a portfolio manager on the plane, and turns out he is a good friend of mine who runs a hedge fund, and so we had a great chance to talk a little bit about the markets. And one part of the conversation was about the flexibility that's required to be a successful trader, portfolio manager of any grade, right? Whether you're just starting out or managing your own money or managing other people's money, it's about that flexibility. And so that kind of thought process led me to kind of go through and show you guys what I think might be the bull case for stocks in very simplistic terms. In case you haven't been following these videos for a while, basically I do think that stocks ultimately are going to be very capped on the upside, and we'll see a resolve lower ultimately, although I think we're in a quite choppy environment. But I wanted to show you guys a chart that I think represents the stock market better than any other, and that's the New York Stock Exchange Composite. And I'll quickly recap my bear case, but I want to show you what if the bull case does come through, how much upside there could be. I'm not doing this to be schizophrenic. I'm doing this to tell you that we have to be open to both sides. You never really know what's going to happen. So here's the analysis. I have to look over to this screen to show you the chart. So this is the New York Stock Exchange Composite, ticker symbol NYA. First of all, why do we like that? It's a much broader set of stocks. I think it has almost 2,000 stocks or more versus, say, the S&P 500, which has only 500 stocks. You can see here the long-term trajectory continues to be higher. We have a very well-defined range. But the New York Stock Exchange Composite has been making a series of lower highs ever since early 2018. So we peaked out here, then made a lower high in September 2018, and so far another lower high in May 2019. Now, if we get rid of these three down arrows, however, and this is just a technical aspect of it all, it wouldn't be too crazy, I'm going to make this a weekly chart, to think that this might be what in the technical world people would call an inverse head and shoulders pattern, which basically would be bullish. You have sort of this, they call it the head, the left shoulder, and then the right shoulder, which basically would mean that this market would ultimately resolve higher. Okay, we should probably make this a green arrow. If that were to happen, how far could we go? Well, if I do this correctly, let me see if I can draw an arrow. If we do this correctly, I guess this won't let me do it. Anyway, to the upside, if we were to see that and we were to move towards the upper end of this range, the long-term range, from where we are right now, roughly speaking, we're talking about another 10+% to the upside. Under what scenario would that happen? If economic growth starts to turn around, economic data gets better, if maybe we have a really good trade deal with China that also kind of re-accelerates the economy over time. And I don't know what else we need. We need everything to go well, in my opinion. And that's not my base case, but I wanted to just show you that there is a case to be made that if the New York Stock Exchange Composite were to break decisively above 1,300 or so, or maybe even a bit higher than that, even 13,100, it is not inconceivable to see a move accelerate higher towards 13,600 and then possibly even the upper end of the range. So again, this is not my base case, but trust me, if things do turn out to be more bullish than I think right now, I will not at all hesitate to flip our book and become decisively much more bullish again. So again, this is not to be schizophrenic and not be able to make up my mind. This is to tell you that we have to have a plan in case we're proven wrong. In my case, this is one of the things I'd be looking at in case I'm proven wrong on the so far, somewhat bearish case I have right now, which doesn't mean stocks can't go higher at all, but I right now still think stocks are quite capped on the upside. So if you enjoy this, if this makes sense to you, if you liked it, give us a thumbs up, like it down below, or leave a comment, and I'll see you soon.